Hello students, today we are going to start with lesson number 19, Markets, Social Science, Standard 7. Children, do you know what is markets? Market is that place where we see many shops selling things. It is also known as bazaar. Now, let's start with the lesson. You must have gone to the shop for buying a pen, notebook, books and articles for your home. You may be wondering means thinking about who makes all these things, how these items would have reached the shop, who will be the buyer of these things, who will be the seller of these things. Come on friends, let us study about it today. First of all, market. A market is a place where there are shops selling things. A market is a place where buyers and sellers gathered. There are many things sold in the market. For example, vegetables, fruits, soaps, tooth powder, spices, spices means masala, bread, biscuits, grains, pulses, pulses means dals, rice, cloth, books, pen, pencil, shoes and socks, mobile phone, bicycle, TV, fridge, etc. If we make a list, the list will be very long. We go to the market to purchase. Purchase means to buy many such things. Now let's see the types of market. We buy everyday things from different markets such as street market means mohalla bazaar, weekly markets like Sunday bazaar, Gujri market, big shopping complex, shopping mall, controlled market and online market. First of all, we will study about street market, that is mohalla bazaar. Various items are arranged in such a way in these shops that they are visible. Visible means seen to the customer. We buy things for a daily use from nearby shops. For example, we purchase means buy milk, curd, buttermilk from dairy, oil, spices and household items from grocery shop means supermarket, pen, pencil, notebooks and books from a stationery shop and medicines from a medical shop. In the same manner, we also buy fruits, vegetables or festive toys, kites or other items from small shops or stalls along the roadside. Number 1, these shops are around our house. Number 2, purchasing. Purchasing means buying can be done anytime during the day at the time of our need. Number 3, these shopkeepers sell and also lend goods. Lend goods means supply goods or give goods to their regular customers. Next we will study about Gujri or weekly market. A weekly market is held only on a specific day. Specific day means fixed day or particular day. Hence it is called the weekly market. In some areas it is called het. Example, if market is held on every Saturday, it is called a Saturday market. Like we have Sunday market. Merchants. Merchants means shopkeeper bring their items to sell during daytime and by evening they go back winding up. Winding up means closing their shops. Next day they go somewhere else to set up the shop. Thousands of such markets are held all over the country in which people buy the items of their daily necessities. Necessities means needs. Number 1, many things of necessity. Necessity means requirement or needs are found from one place. Number 2, small traders. Traders means salesmen as well as workers get employment. Employment means job, service or work. Number 3, merchants. Merchants means shopkeeper can sell goods at cheaper rates. Cheaper rates means at low price, as they do not have to pay for rent. Rent means regular payment for the use of property or land. Electricity, tax, daily wages. Daily wages means daily salary to helpers, etc. Now we will study about the shopping complex and mall. Apart from the shops and weekly markets around us, there are other markets also in big cities. They are different types of shops in a single building, which is called a shopping complex, in which we get branded. Branded means marked with logo or symbol, and regular items of small and big companies. Big companies advertise high quality branded items and sell them at high prices in such big showrooms. Only a few people can buy such items due to their high prices. Number one, shops are decorated keeping the customer in mind. Number two, various items of different brands are sold together so that customer gets a choice. Number three, in the air conditioned mall, the customer spends sufficient time to purchase the item with special offer. Number four, the customer is given a special discount on the printed price of the item. Number 5, there is an arrangement for payment through cash on counter, credit or debit card, or payment through net banking. Such as nowadays we can pay with Paytm, Google Pay, Phone Pay, Amazon, etc. Next we will study about controlled market, that is marketing yard, which is also known as APMC. In addition to getting a good product, a good market system is equally important for the success of agriculture. In the post-independence means after the independence period, farmers were exploited. Exploited means overworked or make use of in absence of the proper system of sale of farm products. To prevent it, the government created a control market, means marketing yard, that is Agricultural Produce Market Committee, APMC. Agricultural Produce Market Committees, that is APMC, have been set up at various taluka centers in Gujarat to ensure means guaranteed that farmers do not fall prey means come down or get to irregularities in product sales and can obtain fair prices for their products so that they can become economically means financially prosperous means rich. In that, number one, farmers' farm products are sold through public auction. Auction means public sale or public bargaining. Number two, the moral standard of the traders means salesmen, is maintained. Number three, transparency means clarity increases in price fixing. Number four, farmers can get a better price for their farm products. Number 5, traders means salesmen can get products of good quality in enough quantity means sufficient amount from one place. Number 6, various services like banking, lending, insurance, warehouse and construction of other facilities etc. are implemented means applied efficiently means easily. Number 7, farmers get the daily market prices of their products on radio, newspaper, TV and online on mobile phone. Number 8, farmers get overnight accommodation means quarters or room, and boarding means housing or living facility, and godowns facility to store their products in the marketing yard. Next we will study about online market. Online shopping is on the rise these days. Without going to the market, we can directly purchase by marketing digital payments on our computer, mobile phone or TV. For online shopping, many companies directly sell to the customers and give them more benefit. Benefit means profit by providing things at lower rates than the market rates. Items reach to the customer's home directly. So online shopping is increasing day by day. You also might have done online shopping. Thus, it can be said that now markets within our reach. It is necessary to be careful at the time of online shopping, otherwise there are chance of fraud. Fraud means cheating. Around the market, we have studied about the different types of markets where we go to buy things. You must be wondering. Wondering means thinking about from where all these shopkeepers buy the goods for their shops. Things are manufactured in factories, small scale industries, homes and farms. But we don't purchase means buy these things directly from factories or farms. A trader means salesman who purchases large quantities of goods produced on farms, factories or in homes is called a wholesaler. They sell it to the small traders or shopkeepers. In this way, buyer and seller both are merchants. The shopkeeper from whom we buy things is called a retailer. Retailer means wholesaler. Spare parts used in motor cars are manufactured in small factories. Car companies make cars by purchasing. Purchasing means buying and assembling. Assembling means gathering these spare parts. We purchase cars from showrooms which they manufacture. Thus, many things around us are bought and sold, which we are unaware of. Unaware of means unknowing. Next is equality in the market. We have learned about the markets around us. The products produced in farms and factories finally reach the customer, and all intermediates means in between, involved means mix up in this process are merchants means salesman or shopkeeper. We have collected information about shops and shopkeepers from Gujri market to mall. There is a big difference between the two shopkeepers. One is a small shopkeeper doing retail. Retail means sell or dealing in business with less money. And the other is a big shopkeeper who invests a big amount of money in the mall or complex. A small shopkeeper earns very less profit, whereas big shopkeeper earns more profit. In the same way, there is economic. Economic means profit making or money making variation. Variation means differences or inequality in the buyer's class also. There are so many people who cannot even purchase. Purchase means buy the things which are available at a lower rate. At the same time, many people are seen purchasing. Purchasing means buying costly item in malls. Thus, our financial means money situation decides that we will become part of which market. As a customer, we sometimes see the aged people. Aged people means old people selling things around us. Though this is the time for them to rest, Such old men and women are forced to sell items due to poverty. Poverty means poorness and financial crisis. Financial crisis means money emergency or money problem. At such times, we need to be helpful to the needy people by buying items from them instead of buying item from a shop or mall. Next is customer in the market. A customer means a person who pays and buys goods or who gets services for his own use. Today, everyone is a customer in some way or other. For example, you buy soap, oil, biscuits, cereals, or some other things, or get a service like mobile phone recharge, insurance, train ticket booking, etc. All come under the definition of a customer. India has the largest number of customers in the world. India is considered to be the largest market in the world. Consumers buy necessary and luxurious. Luxurious means expensive or costly items from the market. As a consumer, he has the right to get the quality, price and choice of the items and full value of money. The government has set certain standards for various items so that the consumer can get good quality items. Items with special logos are also sold, such as ISI for home appliances and electrical items, Hallmark for gold and silver, Woolmark for wool products, Agmark and FSSAI for food items, etc. Logos are being used. Based on these logos, the customer can buy good quality items. In the same way, vegetarian food is marked with green color and non-vegetarian food is marked with red color. Now let's see the rights and duties of a customer. Numerous. Numerous means many items with similar features and brands are found in the market. The consumer does not have complete knowledge and information about them. The consumer is being exploited. Exploited means used, as there are many intermediaries. Intermediaries means mediator or broker between the manufacturer and customer. Consumer Protection Act has been implemented. Implemented means applied to protect consumers from fraud. Fraud means cheating. Consumers are often deceived. Deceived means cheated in the present market system in terms of quality, quantity, price and services of goods. The Consumer Protection Act, which had started in 1986, has been enacted. Enacted means passed by the Government of India in the Parliament with the objective of enabling. Enabling means allowing consumers to exercise their rights to goods and services. Under this law, consumers have the following 6 rights. Number 1, right to safety. Right to complete protecting against products and services which are harmful for a person's life and health means if you buy goods or services, you can file a complaint under the Consumer Protection Act if there is any harm to your health or life even in the long run. Number 2, right to information. It is a right to the consumer to get all the necessary informations about the goods to choose at the time of buying goods or services. Number 3, right to choose. The customer has the right to choose from a wide variety of items. Number 4, right to representation. The consumer has the right to make appropriate. Appropriate means suitable or proper representation to the Consumer Protection Board to protect his rights and interest. Number 5, grievance redressal right. The consumer has the right to get compensation. Compensation means payment for damages caused by defective goods. Defective goods means imperfect goods. Deficient service. Deficient service means insufficient service or fraud. Fraud means cheating. Number 6, right to get consumer education. This right enables means allows the consumer to get all informations and knowledge to become a lifelong informative. Informative means educational or instructional consumer. Next we will study about duties of consumer. Consumer education can protect the consumers from fraud means cheat. It is the duty of the consumer also to be careful about certain things while purchasing. Purchasing means while buying. Number 1, to collect GST bill with due diligence. Diligence means care at the time of purchasing of any item and retain it means keep it up to an adequate time. Adequate time means sufficient time. Number 2, to check ISI mark at the time of purchasing costly goods as well as electronic items. Collect guarantee and warranty card, free service coupon, etc. Duli means properly signed and stamped by the shopkeeper and keep them safe. Number 3, gold and silver ornaments with a hallmark must be purchased. Always insist. Insist means demand on valid bills without getting under the influence. Influence means effect of merchants. Merchants means shopkeeper trick of tax saving. Make sure that all details like purity, price, making charges, etc. are clearly and separately written. Number 4, buy food items having the egg mark or FSSAI logo. Check all details like packing, company, brand name, batch number, manufacturing date, expiry date, ingredients, etc. of products. In case of adulteration means impurity or corruption, a complaint must be filed without fail. Number 5, verify. Verify means confirm or check medicines with the prescription. Check the manufacturing and expiry date, etc. Insist on buying generic medicines means general or common medicines if available. Number 6, buy clothes after checking its fabric, color, stitching, embroidery, measurement, size, etc. Number 7, fill fuel in the vehicle only after checking the meter on zero at the petrol pump or CNG pump. Ensure means make sure the weight and safety of cooking gas cylinder at the time of delivery. Number 8, to check safety arrangements, teachers' qualification and to collect fee receipts from educational institutes. Number 9, understand the terms and condition of the policy with reference to life insurance or vehicle insurance and collect original documents of the policy without fail. Number 10, avoid means keep away from unnecessary. Unnecessary means unimportant purchases. Don't get tempted. Tempted means attracted by advertisements like sale, gift coupon or a reward scheme, etc. If you are cheated, pass on information through newspapers to prevent others from being deceived. Deceived means cheat. Now let's see about the search journey from production to market. We studied about markets around us. Many activities around us affect the market system. Everyone purchases means buy necessary things from the market, which is the driving force of the market system. Now let us collect particular means specific information of the market regarding the fabric used for making shirts and pants. As you all know, cotton is a raw material for making cloth. Let us know how the market chain is connected to each other from planting cotton to the sale of shirts and pants. Here is one example. Magan Bhai owns 5 acres of land at Rampur village in Saurashtra. He bought certified cotton seeds from a shopkeeper selling cotton seeds to plant kharif crops in his farm. He planted the cotton seeds in his farm, which he kept ready before the rains in June. The first rain being sufficient means enough for sowing, within 2 to 4 days, cotton seedlings means seed plant sprouted means germinated or grown out of the ground. Due to the rain, weeds means unwanted plants also grew along with the cotton. The field was cleaned by removing weeds. Weeds means unwanted plants surrounding the cotton plants. He plowed the field and used chemical fertilizers also. After 2 or 3 good rains, by the time of Navratri, cotton plants grew up to the height of a person and began to sway in the field. The flowers blossomed and lots of big birds, that is Jindwa sprang means appeared on the plants, and now white cotton started pumping means dropping out of the birds. Then Magan Bhai started plucking this cotton with the help of laborers, and they started trying the bales means bundle or pack, to put them into his house. Due to less rainfall, the field did not produce as much cotton as it should have. Because of rise and fall of cotton prices, Magan Bhai loaded his cotton produce of his farm into the tractor and took it to the marketing yard at the taluka headquarters. Now let's see the process of cloth production. Number 1, plunking. Number 2, storing. Number 3, selling. Number 4, integrating. Integrating means joining. Number 5, cleaning. Number 6, casting. Casting means sending out. Number 7, packing. Number 8, spinning. Number 9, weaving. Number 10, dyeing. Number 11, stitching. And number 12, retail selling means market selling. Magan Bhai's cotton was auctioned. Auction means sold, in which Chunilal, a trader means buyer or salesman, purchased means buy his cotton in cash, and Magan Bhai got the returns immediately. Immediately means there and then or quickly. Chunilal sold the cotton to Dhanji Bhai, who had a ginning factory. Afterwards, cotton seeds were separated from the gins. Gins means the process of removing seeds from cotton, and the seeds were sold to the trader. Trader means salesman, who extracted oil. Extracted oil means removed oil from seeds. As you all know, cotton seeds oil is used as an edible oil. Edible oil means eatable oil, and oil cake is used as fodder. Fodder means food for cattle. The owner of the ginning mill sent a bundle of cotton to a spinning mill, making threads from cotton. This thread was bought by a textile mill in Ahmedabad to make cloth, from which the finished cloth was sent to dyeing mill for dyeing. The cloth was cut into different size in a garment making factory. It was stitched into ready-made shirts and pants, then were labeled, packed in the boxes and exported. Exported means transport to foreign countries in bulk. Bulk means large scale, and also sold in the local market. Merchants means shopkeeper of our city buy these pants and shirts from the showroom and we buy from them. We have seen that in the journey from cotton to manufacturing of shirts and pants, how the product is made from raw materials passed through many people, such as farmer, manufacturer, trader, transport service, and at last reaches the customer. Everyone who is connected earns more or less money out of it. We get things of daily use from the market. This market also provides employment to many people. Revolution has taken place in the market system due to the roads, pathways, transportation, banking, communication facilities. Countries of the world are mutually means unitedly connected through the trade. Trade means business. We stay connected to the global market through the market around us and the online market. Thus, in the present times, the whole world is a single market. With this, we have completed with the lesson markets. Hope you all have understood. Thank you.